Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? You already know it's Tuesday night, so it's time to get back after it. And you already know the show that we are doing right now is The Umbrella Academy. And the two going down that rabbit hole with me are the none others than Fandom D Saint,
You already know the show
aka.
that we are doing right
Oh,
now is
wow, we did it again. I forgot I cleared it.
The two going down that-
It wouldn't be the same if I didn't. What's up today? How you doing today, aka number 5?
I am doing all right, brother number one. I am here for the shenanigery and the random fucksery. That is number 5. So let's get into this.
What's up? We see you out there. Ian Trone and Peter Griffin in the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. And the other man coming down that rabbit hole with us. Oh, nobody I'd rather be on a trip with than number 7D Saint himself. What's good, brother?
Hey, y'all. 7D sitting here, and god damn it. Episode 3 and 4, I was like, okay, filler kind of episode, let's get to it. Then I didn't work, Tuesday night. So Wednesday morning, I'm like, let me pop in and watch episode 5 and 6. And damn it, why do I have to wait to continue to watch this damn season?
We're almost done.
God, it was literally the calm before the storm with these damn 2 episodes. And damn you, number 5, you in your damn time travel business thing, cock blocked 2 characters, man. Why? Just why?
Oh, he's just doing it. He's doing it. Like I said, that's what they do. Bring us down the rabbit hole.
He ain't all the way there.
Oh, man. Yeah, this show is going like 5 different directions at once, and we're about to get into it. The Umbrella Academy Season 1, Episode 5, and this one's just called Number 5. And we open with 5 walking through the end times while Dolores is telling him he's been drinking too much. And then a stranger appears, and I don't know if I'd been walking the earth alone for decades and finally saw another human, I don't think my first instinct would be draw a gun on him. Like, what was that all about?
Do you? I don't know if y'all remember, but there was it was like a two sentence horror story thing that was on a while back on Reddit, and one of the things were the last man on Earth is sitting in a room resting and contemplating his existence, and then he hears a knock on the door. If I've been alone and seen destruction all over the earth everywhere that I've traveled, and somebody finally knocks on the door like 10 years later, I'm picking up something to defend myself.
I don't know, man.
Just in case. I'm not going to go just run and give them a hug. I don't know what their intentions are.
Oh, man. I've been alone that long. I'm looking for somebody to talk to. How about you, Fandom? What's up with that?
I'm with AK. Like, you better pick up something.
Thank you.
This woman just came out of nowhere, not even dirty or anything, clean as hell. Look like she's been eating well, and I'm over here eating like what, rats and whatnot?
That's why I'm trying to
straight up has that cool ass wavy blowout with the fucking Prada shoes and the cool ass bad guy trench coat. Like, what, bitch? Where the fuck were you?
I'm already
talking to the mannequin, Dolores over here. Am I now imagining her now? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, nah, man, nah. We go 0 to 100 first, and then we assess questions later.
Not me. I've been by myself that long. I see somebody coming in all clean cut and looking. I was like, I'm trying to be where you just came from. What's happening and how can I be down? That's what I'm talking about. That was, been alone that long. Let's talk. That was crazy. But that's awesome to see the different sides of that. But then we turn to 5 finally giving in while he starts to like fill Luther in on what happens and what's coming with the end times. And Diego comes back just none too pleased, now knowing that 5 is the true reason of the death of Detective Patch. It was like, I don't know, Diego came in, looked like he was ready to hurt somebody, but he was pretty soft letting Luther just hold in their fandom. What do you think? He wouldn't really hurt his brother, would he?
I don't know. Like, he would not kill his brother, I don't think, but he'll definitely hurt him.
Throw some bows just because of the one person on the earth he actually likes is gone because of him.
Of course, this man have been throwing knives at almost everyone in this damn season.
He the first time he sniffed Luther in his room, he threw a knife at him before going in. So yeah, absolutely. The only thing that I could say that I really do like about Diego is if I'm about to get in a fight and I need quick backup, well, except in this one case, but we'll get to that. If I need quick backup, I'm going to call Diego first because he's not going to ask any questions. He's just going to be where and when, and we're going fisticuffs.
Oh, Diego's down like 4 flat tires at all times, 24/7. So yeah,
always. Absolutely. He's like fucking Desperado. Yeah, yo, bring your guitars.
That's the boy you want to have your back, absolutely. And Diego has that donut receipt, and I sure hope poor Agnes doesn't get caught up in any harm. Like, you see him going, I'm like, oh, come on now.
I
But
think the relationship is so cute.
oh, it's adorable. And Five tells Luther about how he got recruited, and what did you think about like how they Forrest Gumped it to make it look like Five was responsible for so many famous tragedies throughout the eras? What did you think about that, Phantom?
No, it makes sense though. You know, you're time traveling, but I don't know. When it came to the whole JFK thing, I was like hella confused there. It was like, was he supposed to kill him or make sure someone else was making sure that someone else was gonna kill him? Because it didn't even appear like he killed JFK. Because then he teleported back into back in time, or should I say forward in time to where he originally, timey-wimey stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. And
Oh,
then the assassination still happened. So it's like I was very confused as to why was he there.
Okay, see, all I'm gonna say is put a pin in that. This season, it's Five that is wrapped in with the assassination. Next season, it's gonna be someone else, and it's gonna be a completely different fucking ride.
really? I can't wait to get there because I'm loving the ride so far.
Yeah.
Oh, and Shannon says, I don't hear echoes, only the usual voices in my head. I'm with you, brother.
Right there with you, bro. You can't see it, but I'm toasting to you, Ion.
Right. Oh man, I did like the switch up of Five, like lecturing Luther because he's actually older and wiser because all the time he's actually spent. Like I like that kind of switch up. That's pretty cool. I mean, just all the different directions the show takes.
When it comes to having to talk down to like your kid or a grandkid or something, that's exactly what Luther needed to hear.
Oh, and it was fantastic coming from someone who looks like a child. I mean, I just love the little twist on that. And on a bus bound for somewhere, Claus returns and he looks like he has been through it. Like, oh, maybe he has seen too much, like, which is saying something for our man Claus. Like that.
Baby needed all the hugs.
Oh man, when you saw that blood on his hands, you're like, what did my man just go through? And he must have lost a loved one. Like the way he was freaking out and had bloody hands. Like, also he's wearing like army fatigues. Like there had to be something devastating to blow up your very own time machine. I mean, how mad you got to be to just lose something that powerful and amazing, fandom?
Like he was like, I think it said like, was it 1968 he went to, or it was like within the montage. And then when he came back, okay, I literally had to look up what war happened in 1968. And it was like, I failed history, so don't sue me. And then literally said Vietnam War. I'm like, oh shoot. So this man went to the Vietnam War, probably on the front lines, and went through hell. And just seeing how his reaction once he came back, but literally, that's what happened.
Yeah, the only thing in my head was, oh shit, my boy just went through a thing, and it didn't look like he intended to actually come back right then and there. I could be wrong on that though.
He just looked devastated to me. It literally looked like, I mean, basically what happened and how they showed it. I mean, that's what it all looked like just by the face that he came back and the bloody hands and the fatigues. And oh man, I mean, for someone like, you got to be in love for someone to be able to talk you to go right to the front line with them. Like that's insane.
Oh man, and they'll show you more later. Like I'm going to be real interested in seeing what y'all think of that one.
Oh, just ruthless. And then Allison heads to Vanya's house for some sister time, but she's on her own way. Like she's on her way to go meet her new friend for breakfast, and she's wearing makeup and the whole 9 yards. Like Allison tries to advise her to take it slow, but Vanya's not trying to hear it. Like she is lonely and ready for some company, if you know what I mean. It's like, what's up, fandom? Shouldn't Vanya just be taking it a little bit slower with this new creeper?
Of course. There's all of that sexual seduction there. You got to end it. You got to end it now. Like Leonard was on high key sus the moment we first saw him, and how this episode and the next episode comes out, I'm just like, yo, just stay away, damn it.
Oh yeah, too close. And then we already saw like Leonard toss her pills down the disposal, so he must be trying to do her harm, right, AK?
I'm sorry, say that again.
The way, I mean, we already saw him dump her pills down the thing, so I mean, is he doing that to like help her free her? I mean, he's got to be doing that to harm her, right?
Technically, you could say he's doing it to free her. However, he's doing it in a very sinister way and for very sinister reasons. He's a pretty delusional guy. I think in our next stream, it's explained a little bit in those two eps. I can't remember exactly, but it's coming up and it's going to be freaking ridiculous. It's oh my god, I just figured out who the hell he was in the Pixar universe. And I can't say it because that's a big clue. You'll figure it out immediately. Never mind. Put a pin in that.
Oh, that's funny. What's up, Founder? Like, Vanya had to remind him that she's the same age as Allison and that he was like, he's acting all new, like, oh, yeah, the whole Umbrella Academy thing. Like, who's not going to remember that they're trying to date somebody famous like that? I mean, how do you not have all red flags up?
Like the previous episode, they pretty much like, I forgot which, I think it was either 3 or 4 where he ran into Allison the first time. He's like, oh, wait a minute, this is who you are and things. So he should already know like who they are. That's like if you find out, like, the person you're dating is like, the sister to Beyonce. It's like, you're going to always know that you ever get the person you're dating sister is Beyonce. It's not like that. You're not just going to forget now. So again, like, I don't know. He ain't a good actor.
And she should be smarter than this. I mean, I know she wants it so bad, but she should have both eyes open with this situation. And for some reason, like,
because I don't blame her because this whole time is like she's like secluded and really doesn't have anyone. No one ever gave her like this much attention until finally when now someone's giving her attention, it's like everything is just like out the window. Common sense.
That part right there. Yep. Absolutely. And Allison, like that's what I was telling you guys before. When it comes to how they all interact with each other, Allison's the one that tries to reach out the most to Vanya.
Absolutely.
And I think there's a big reason for that, but on the other hand, I don't think she remembered either. There's some things going on, but Allison is doing like everything noble. She legit is worried about this dude. Her spidey senses are tingling, but Vanya is not listening. But I can't blame her for that.
She did
Everything that fandom said is relevant.
Absolutely. And when Vanya said that they're holding auditions because the first chair girl just stopped showing up, like, how many warning signs were going off in your head, fandom, about that Leo character right then?
Honestly, nothing came up, though.
What?
And then they didn't show up at all. And then near the end of the episode, I'm like, oh, shoot. Why did I think of that?
That's what I was about to say. How could you not see that coming?
Oh, I was waiting for a freezer shot the entire episode.
Like, I was like, yeah, that bitch is in a cardboard box right now.
Yeah.
Like, I really had to like pause it and be like, wait a minute, that's what she. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But it looks like Claus has got some PTSD. Like, also, like, his body's going nuts. He's not used to time travel, and 5 recognizes it right away. Like, why will nobody in this family just sit down together for a half an hour? Like, it seems like they'd have a chance to sort it out and, like, figure out a ton of stuff if they would actually just sit down and talk to each other. Like, what's up with that, AK?
I blame Hargreaves. When you grow up with certain mentalities and behaviors drilled into your head, even though you try to separate that out once you grow up, it's that learned behavior is very hard to cut out of. They're not used to communicating effectively because that's not how they grew up. They grew up just taking orders. The only reason they felt any type of love as children is because of a robot that was programmed.
And he probably was pitting them against each other a lot. So, I mean, I'm sure the competition is ridiculous. So, yeah, instead of like being friendly and talking, they're just always trying to outdo and show how the other one's better than them.
And he totally made Vanya like his scapegoat. Like he consistently kept putting her down. So, of course, the kids are going to follow that.
Insane.
And it's hard to break that behavior, but Allison's trying at least.
And Diego comes back for his like full knife set. Is he going to make it out of this alive? Like Hazel and Cha-Cha don't seem like ones to be messed with, fandom. Like what's going to happen there?
I hope he does because they're again like these skilled assassins from like the future, timey-wimey business.
Mm-hmm. Just does not seem like somebody I'd want to mess with. I've already seen these people come through, and they are not messing around. Oh, girl, just healing her, cauterizing her own wounds with curling irons, and just not even flinching. Like, But then we see Pogo trying to fix the mom, and like, is he destroying evidence, fandom? Trying to fix like, or is he just trying to fix up his life companion? Like, it's got to get lonely in that big old house.
God damn it.
Told you once. I'll tell you every stream. Pogo did it. Don't trust that monkey.
Oh, why are we leave Pogo alone?
Pogo
He didn't do nothing to you.
I just see Mojo Jojo with this guy. That's all I'm saying.
Man.
Mojo Jojo.
I don't trust that talking monkey. I don't trust it. Oh man! Then we get Allison and Cha-Cha like studying at the table because like what you wouldn't have seen like the way that Allison was sitting there and the way they panned up that camera, it's like one or the other. Whoever was there first, when like Cha-Cha or Allison came to the table, the other one would have seen him come and sit down. I don't know. That seemed kind
Not
of
necessarily. You've
know.
never been in the library like deep into something and somebody that you know sits right next to you and they literally have to tap you on the shoulder for you to see them?
No, if I'm in the library, I'm usually goofing off. But yeah, I mean, I
This
get
is
that,
honest.
like coming from behind.
That's a shame. If you're engrossed in what you're looking for, then yeah, you wouldn't necessarily see that. And does Cha-Cha know what Allison looks like?
They were fighting in the mansion.
Well, I was trying to remember the fight scene. I thought she was with what's his name? What the hell's his name? Cha-Cha's partner.
Hazel.
Hazel, yeah, I thought she had fought Hazel.
Yeah, no, she was fighting both of them. No, yeah, they made sure they matched the two women up, and yeah, they were battling face to face. So that's why I don't know. I just kind of, they're both like super. Excuse me, they're both super assassins, and people just sneaking up on them. Like I don't know. Like I mean, I know Allison's not a super assassin, but she's supposed to be somewhat of a superhero. So
I mean, well, kind of, but it really does just go down to you being engrossed in your work. You're not necessarily going to see someone.
I don't know, just the way they panned up. For some reason, that scene just kind of threw me. I was like, that would never happen. Come on, but whatever. We're going with it because, yeah, this show's good enough, and we're going to give it a few breaks. And Diego can't believe how quiet Claus is being. Like, he said he hasn't been this quiet since they were kids, and he broke his jaw. Like, oh, man, our poor boy Claus, he went through it. But that was too bad that they had to cause a fight in the VFW because, like, I know Claus was feeling some kind of way, but couldn't he have just pointed himself out in that picture fandom? Like, it seems like that mind warp would have done more to that man than, I don't know, it would have done more to him in the long run than actually fighting.
Even if he pointed himself out, that Vietnam vet just didn't want to hear it at all.
That guy was just ready to fight no matter what.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's crazy. And Hazel finally gets to have lunch with Agnes, and we see old Aggie isn't just silver-haired, she's also silver-tongued. Like, I see you over there talking about horny birds, girl. Like,
Mama got game. You know, right? Mamas need love too. I mean, she's not. She. For her age, she's still looking good and spry and foxy. Obviously, she's receptive to it, and Hazel is feeling that shit.
Oh, that was amazing. I was loving it. I was like, I see you over there. Like, you was just slick.
Both of them was spitting game. I like it.
Oh, Hazel just grabs her hand and puts it on his knees. Like, hey, we're here. We're in the same space. Hazel says, life is short. If you want something, you got to go for it. And like I said, just grabs her hand and places it on his knee. And I don't know, you could have cut the sexual tension in that scene with a knife. It was amazing.
Easily. You wouldn't even need the knife. It would just ooze apart like a well-done steak. It's chef's kiss.
And of course, Vanya just wants her new relationship to work out, but shouldn't she just be a little more interested in what Allison was saying about her new beau? Like, well, she's so dismissive again. And again, I get it. She's lonely, but man, this is your sister. She's just looking out for your best interest. But I don't know, Phantom, does she think she's looking out for her best interest, or does she think she's just trying to be better than her as usual?
Love makes you blind to people's flaws, DJ.
Mm-hmm.
That's real. Yep. That's real. Speaking of love, Hazel heads back to the Momo, and Cha-Cha is not too happy about the new sleeping arrangement. Like, in fact, he's not too happy with the present situation, period. Like, something seems like it's about to go down. Like, I don't know. Do we think Hazel's just about to snap? Like, is he at the end of his rope? What's going on with that?
I think he definitely is. I mean, Cha-Cha actually doesn't really care too much about the rooming situation. I mean, she don't like it, but she's a soldier. She's just not paying attention to it. This is what we got to work with. Okay, fine, cool. Next plot point. You know, let's get to it. Hazel, he really is just fed up with the stuff. And you see Klaus gave him like a whole rundown of people that they killed. And that shit's weighing heavy on him. And he's been like this for a while. That's why they let it slip that he let someone go. Chances are that's not the only person he's let go on their missions. Of course not. And he has a heart and he doesn't want to be doing this shit anymore. He's over it. He's found love now. He can fuck off and leave the whole damn agency and go live in Alaska hidden somewhere if he could.
So when he was talking, was he just trying to like get Cha-Cha to see his side of things? Because he's like, imagine being on our own, killing who we want to kill, like instead of being told who to. So, I mean, was he just a killer who does like killing, or was he just saying that, trying to communicate, trying to get her over to his side?
I think he's definitely trying to get her over on his side. I mean, she's just as frustrated because like they've been getting their pay docked and whatnot. But like I said, she's a soldier. She's still going to do the job and follow the rules. Hazel is just done with the fuck shit, and he wants his partner to still be safe and okay though. So he's kind of towing the line. Unfortunately, it's a bad place to be in.
Oh yeah, that's just crazy. And Hazel notices Diego, and we see these brothers are good for each other. Like like Diego and Claus truly do love each other. And just as Diego came back to save Claus, Claus comes back to save Diego because Diego is about to get shot up, just running in like a cowboy. I don't know how this man has made it so far. Like so far.
As scrambled as Klaus's brain is, he still saw wisdom in not listening to Diego trying to be the gung-ho Lone Ranger, and it saved Diego's fucking life.
Exactly. And Diego saw that Klaus was in a bad place and came back for him in that VFW hall. So, I mean, these two definitely are down for each other and have each other's back. But it's just funny when one's down, the other one sees the light. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then Diego says Klaus is lucky. If he loses someone, he can still communicate with them. And Klaus had an uncertain look on his face. Like, we already saw that he couldn't connect with his dead father. Like, does Klaus really have any control on which dead person he can communicate with, fandom?
But at that point, he wasn't even like sober yet. He was trying to get himself sober, so I guess that's why he couldn't. But even then, when he is sober, I'm not even sure he's conjuring up his brother Ben, because that's like the one that was always there, unless he's subconsciously like always like conjuring up his brother.
Yeah, how does he? Because he's always wasted and Ben's always there. So is it just maybe Ben came to see him? Or yeah, that is a good point. That's a great point.
Put a pin in that.
Vanya heads to her audition, and it looked like some kind of wave was coming through her music. Like, is this her power and what the pills were suppressing? And if so, what exactly is her power, Phantom?
I have no idea. The moment she was playing that violin, it felt like something was just like emanating from her or something of that magnitude. And it seems like everyone's like emotions change. I'm like, what's going on? We were on this since the moment, like you said, DJ, about the pills. I'm like, yeah, because every time, like every so often, she's always popping these pills. And every single episode, they keep on panning to these pills. And then the moment these pills start, going down the drain, was it Leonard, whatever this guy's name is?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Was this all for the good or for the bad? And I just can't wait to see her abilities. Because again, how 1 to 6 abilities, 7, all of a sudden she doesn't. And now it's confirmed that she has abilities. There was 43 kids in total. So I'm guessing all these 40-something kids must all have abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
So. And do you think they go up and start like Luther's just kind of strong, but that was really it. He was just kind of strong and nimble. Like, I don't know. And then Allison can tell secrets. Do you think their powers, like the bigger the number, the more powerful their ability is? Or is it just they all just have different abilities and that's what it is?
What number was Ben? Was Ben 6?
Ben was 6.
Then
and that actually,
because in that not the mansion, in that bank heist thing, it seemed like he transformed into something. It was like killing a whole bunch of those bank robbers. And now with 7, her abilities is like controlling people, it seems, or so. And then episode 6 seems like it's something even way more than that. So it does seem like the higher the number, the stronger your abilities are.
Okay.
Oh man, so what happens at 43? Hey-o.
This is what I was talking to you guys to remind me of when it comes to their power sets. It is a small plot point that they'll bring up, but they brush over it. So just to expand a bit, the numbers are and this only makes sense because it's freaking Hargreaves. It's how obedient they are. And when I was rewatching today, I looked at their powers, and in my opinion, if I rank all their powers, the 2 most powerful ones were Ben and Vanya. Ben is dead, and Vanya was basically capped, as we've learned, in her powers. So it makes sense, I guess, that those would be the 2 that had the most trauma put against them. And that's really even more fucked up when you think about it. Hargreaves was such a fucking asshole.
Oh,
he never should have been in charge of children at all.
Oh, it was ridiculous. And I know we can't help but to look out for our siblings, and Allison is feeling some kind of way about this man, but isn't she going above and beyond by breaking into that man's house, fandom?
Nah, she should have done it.
You were with
I'll help her if I had a chance.
Man, that's great. I mean, man, you just looked at somebody and you don't feel some kind of way. I get it. And look in and go to the library and do your research. But breaking into the man's house, I just thought that was a step too far.
You
Because
wouldn't
she
ride or
even
die for
looked
your
them up.
sister?
She looked them up and barely found anything on this guy.
Right.
Like, come on now.
She knows something's up. Like her spidey senses are all kinds
That's
of.
what I'm saying. She got them strong genes in there. She can detect some trouble.
Oh man. How twisted must Luther's mind be about 5? Like the way he keeps talking to him as if he's so much younger. Like, I don't know. And then saying like, if their plan goes sideways, tell Dolores that I'm sideways. Like, not our siblings, but Dolores. Like, I don't know. Luther's got to be just looking at 5 like, what the hell?
Luther don't know what the hell to do with himself. I told y'all in the beginning when we started this, he has such a complex of needing to be a leader. Yeah. And it sucks for him.
Absolutely. 5 uses the transaction of the briefcase to set up a meeting with his old boss, and while waiting, we get Claus and Diego rolling up in an ice cream truck with like just the ultimate theme song playing, and we just know shit's about to go sideways. But when they slow-moed Claus's face coming by, he already says he doesn't drive. Like everything about this scene was off. I was dying though. I loved it. That was just crazy. I mean, how sideways is this show going to go? And then 5 gets his meeting and makes a deal, even getting a promotion in the end. And Luther grabs his brothers and bounces. And I don't know, what really was the point of Diego and Claus being there, fandom?
Comic relief.
I was about to
And
say,
the
make me laugh.
The words of Professor McGonagall, sheer dumb luck.
The most random-ass dynamic duo to come in and really not do shit.
Literally, and I laughed out loud, like the slow-mo of Claus rolling by in an ice cream truck.
In an ice cream truck.
I was crying. I was like, I love this.
Like, as soon as you see Klaus in the driver's seat, you're like, yeah, that's exactly what he would do. Go on to battle with an ice cream truck.
And because he just told us he don't drive, he's like, I can't drive. So, I mean, just everything about it was amazing. I loved it. And then Vanya heads back to Leo's to tell him that she got first chair, and they finally get to do the happy dance together. And didn't you just know that camera was going to pan to a freezer or something with that dead girl in it? I mean, I like it. We were talking earlier. I could just feel it. It was funny. It was in the attic, but I thought it was going to be like a freezer shot, sick old school gangster style.
I'm surprised she wasn't buried in the backyard.
Oh, man, crazy. Yeah, I know. That's got to start smelling by now, huh?
Exactly. He doesn't even have her like shrink wrapped to suck up all the air and keep it, keep the smell down. She's just in there in some tarp.
I know. He needs to watch some Dexter and figure it out.
Right?
Oh, man. But then we see those waves again, and they travel all the way back to the mansion to Pogo and Grace, and it looks like he's fixed her back up. And I don't know. He asks if she remembers anything, and she does, but he tells her that children can never know. Know what, Phantom?
Here he go.
Exactly. Pogo, what are you hiding, bro? What are you hiding? On top of that, is there that same book that we saw in the attic, I think it was? Or somewhere like that? It was the same book that Pogo was like, yo, Klaus, what happened to this book, And it's there. In episode 6, we elaborate on it more just a sec. Like, oh my gosh.
Absolutely. Oh, just quick trivia on episode 5. If you know the answer, put it in the chat. If you are watching this later, go ahead and write it in the comics down below. Question number 1. What was the name of the agency 5 Boss worked for?
The Commission.
The Commission.
Boom, boom. Oh, couldn't get it out fast enough.
They are pretty much the TVA when she explained what they do.
That's exactly what I was about to say. They are the fucking TVA, but more sinister.
DJ constantly bringing up the Umbrella Academy during the Loki series. I'm like, why does he keep on bringing up the Umbrella Academy? That's why the Commission.
Now you know.
How old was Claus when he broke his jaw?
10.
Hold on.
Oh, did we take notes again?
God, you fucking right. I took notes. I told you I'm gonna figure this shit out.
I actually tried to write some of these with you in mind. Like, okay, if I was taking notes, what would I think would be? I put some easy ones in there.
They were 7.
That is incorrect. If you know the answer, put it in the chat or in the thing down below. Absolutely. What we got here? You said that's a real world special effect. That's awesome. Oh, man. All right, here we go. How did Claus break his jaw? He
fell down the stairs because he was wearing his mama's heels.
Boom. Good job. Knocked that one out too easy. Oh, and
I had that one written down.
And he just answered the next one. Whose shoes was Claus wearing when he broke his jaw?
I told you I'm figuring your shit out.
Okay, figure this one out. What's her name?
Huh?
What's her name?
No, I didn't. No, I truly didn't hear you. I'm sorry. I was talking.
Whose shoes was she wearing? What's her name? What's Mama's name?
I forget. Yeah, I didn't write Mom's name down.
Half point. How long was Claus's jaw broken? How
8
long
weeks.
was his? What's that?
8 weeks.
8 glorious weeks. My girl's crushing it today. What was Claus's boyfriend's name?
David.
Wow, I thought that was really easy. Absolutely. Dave. Not David, but Dave. We'll give you that one. How old was Diego when he told Claus licking a 9-volt would give him pubes?
10.
10, I think, yeah.
Incorrect.
No?
Answer, write it in the chat. Put it down below. How old was
Somebody said
Diego
10.
when he told Claus licking a 9-volt would give him pubes? And last but not least, what song did Diego and Claus ride into with that ice cream truck? What was that theme song? Uh-oh.
Damn it. I wrote down like 3 songs, and I don't think I wrote that one down.
I can't remember that. Like opening up Netflix.
If you don't take notes, the notes will take you.
You damn right.
Oh, that's awesome. That's it. What song did Diego and Claus ride into with that ice cream truck? You know that answer? Put it in the chat or in the comments down below later. That's going to knock out episode 5. Let's get right into it. The Umbrella Academy Season 1, Episode 6. It was called The Day That Wasn't. And I'm glad we start off with a scene from like Claus's adventure and how he met Dave. Like, ironically, it looks like he may have actually found some peace in war, fandom.
Sure did. Who knows? It would take war, but not just war, but just finding, the special someone.
That was amazing. And then Luther's, what's it? Go ahead, okay.
No, I was just agreeing with what fandom said.
Luther snaps him out of it and calls a family meeting, and it looks like Dave really was like life-changing for Claus as he's in there flushing down his drugs down the toilet. Like, did Dave maybe teach him a way to deal with his ghost without being high?
I think he did. Klaus, he finally found someone that, like Diego said, he had to be a special type of dude because he put up with all your random bullshit. And Klaus, even without being high or drunk, Klaus has some scruples loose. he's just that type of dude. He has many quirks, and Dave was about that life. He was up for it, and they connected, and it was so freaking beautiful. And you can tell how great it was because of the devastation that Klaus felt when we saw him on that bus.
Absolutely. And then at the family meeting, Luther tells them that they all die, and the first time around trying to save the world. And then they're all like, not so much. Like, I don't know, fandom, after hearing that you're going to die if you try to do this, would you be sticking around?
Hell no. I'll be trying to do whatever I want to do off my bucket list.
He said, I'm going to live my life to the fullest these next 3 days. Oh, man. You're not going to try to band together and save the world, AK?
We tried once. I mean, what guarantee do we have to do this again? Okay. Like, this isn't, our Avengers level mission. I mean, well, technically it's an Avengers level mission, but they failed this mission already once. I don't know if I want to go that route. If I'm supposed to die, well, damn it, I'm going to die. I'm going to go over to my aunt's house where most of my family here is. I'm going to, watch a couple movies, tell some jokes, hop a plane to New York, and hang out with my dad's family, and then story done.
Hey, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Yeah, never say die. Cha-Cha and Hazel make it back to the room, and when they get there, they receive a message that the order to kill 5 has been rescinded and to await further orders. And the way these two just keep getting downgraded, it's like the commission is trying to force them to quit. Like, maybe they're about to reach the end of their contracts and the commission doesn't want to pay off their retirement plan, but I don't know. It almost seems like the commission's going to end up having like bad things in store for these two, fandom. What do you think?
I even question why the commission even sent them two of all people to even try to kill number 5.
I think they said that they're supposed to be 2 of their best.
Because they're 2 of the best.
Yeah,
I'm
trying to see how they are the damn best. So they keep getting downgraded and disrespectful time and time again.
Hey, they made it in and out of the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, they've been dealing with regular human shit and people that they have to assassinate. This is the Umbrella Academy where everybody to them is a freak of nature, and the agency didn't tell them that they were dealing with a superpowered family. So that's why they've been fucking up.
Exactly. It's almost like they're trying to off these two and
Yeah.
get rid of them. Like I said, like they don't want to pay off their retirement plans, so let's just get them killed, and then we don't have to worry about
Right.
it.
They need to absorb that 401k and allocate those funds to someplace else.
Exactly. That's where they get their money. They just offer, oh yeah, you got a big fat pension plan coming, and then kill them right before it's time to pay off. I can see it. And when Hazel leaves for the vending machine, Cha-Cha receives new orders. Terminate Hazel. And I was like, yep, felt that coming. But we then get a glimpse of how the commission functions, and it's like its inner workings. And Five is going along for now, but he definitely has a master plan. Like, do you think it's to bring this whole place down, or maybe to run it as he sees fit? Like, how are you feeling about that at that point, fandom?
Run it to the ground. Because they kept on asking the question, okay, what about my family? What about my family? And they never answered it. And he still cares about his damn family. So hell, kill them all.
Kill them all. He gets settled in at his new desk, and like I just don't get the feeling that he's going to be there long. And then we see Leonard talking to Vanya, and he's talking her into going home and inviting her sibs to the concert now that she's like the new first chair. And when she gets home, she sees they're having a family meeting, and they're having it without her. Like, that's going to make her feel some kind of way. AK, what's up with that?
Yeah, I honestly don't know how they didn't think to include her on this, because they've been having the meetings and she has been in the previous ones we've seen, and they wanted to make sure that everyone got a vote in for turning mom off, and they were going to wait for that person. So why wouldn't you also reach out to Vanya?
Exactly.
Like Allison, you could have found where she was. We've seen you track her down with very little clues in previous episodes. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
But on the flip side, we did see Diego already say that she's a liability, and he was kind of right. Like, they just don't want her getting hurt, and like as of now, she still has no known abilities. So maybe that's it.
But you can have a non-powered person on your team and give them something else to do that doesn't require any extra power.
Team Flash.
We've seen it done many, many times in comics.
Absolutely. And then she, of course, gets mad and leaves, but Lion-ass Leo says he left his coat upstairs. And why they haven't even been there long enough for him to take a coat off. Like, how are people not seeing this man as sideways? That was just messed up.
Bruh, just the stupidity.
And the whole academy is like, nope, Diego is so full of rage and revenge. Like, he's okay with dying as long as he kills Cha-Cha and Hazel first. And Allison is the only one who actually has an excuse for wanting to be with her daughter if the world's about to end. So I get that. And Klaus just feels like death already. Like, he's already in the middle of detoxing, so he's done. So just like before, our poor Luther is left all alone.
Where Klaus is concerned, Klaus has already died. His soulmate is dead. He lost all meaning to his life when that happened.
Absolutely. Yeah, that hit him hard. And then back at the commission, it seems Five's like a bit of an all-star. Like, he's famous there. But it's a little dark how nonchalant everybody is about death. Like, all giggly when saying, like, oh, I'm glad we canceled that contract on your life. Like, I'm about to get some revenge. Like, keep laughing. Watch what happens. And then Five tries to mail a tube by himself, but it's stopped by the handler who checks what's in it. And like, did he just do this to see how things were working and like to find a hole in the system? Like, he had to know that she was going to find that, right, AK?
I think it was a mixture of two things. One, he wanted to see if that would actually work. And two, he did have a legit, response for what they were trying to do. Because when the handler read it, she sussed it out and went through the steps like, well, we've been working on this for years and we didn't even think about this. Good job. But this is not how we do things.
Absolutely. I was like, okay, it was weird enough having this female boss like coming into the bathroom and urinate didn't stall next to him. But when she comes over and peeks over the door of the stall he was in, like, how do you not go ham in that situation, fandom?
So it's just, what is it, co-ed bathrooms in that place, I guess? That or she just didn't care. She just like went right through.
I don't know. That was too much for me, though. I'd have been like, nah, this relationship ain't going down this path. Like, the fact that she came in there was enough, but peeking over my stall, we're about to have some problems. That was too far.
Is it just me or did y'all get the vibe that she was feeling number 5?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. Like, I mean, and granted, we know he's an old man, but for fuck's sake,
but she's
like all of
she's
All of the
personally in
evil
charge of
triggers
making
on
his
her.
new body. So she's the body that she's making for him to take over was exactly what
It's
she wanted to
designed
look
to
at
what
every
she
day.
wants. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not getting no old man body. That's for
No,
sure.
absolutely not. She was about to put him in her dream man.
Mhm.
She had already bought him some new threads, a nice new suit. Like,
Yo,
she knew what was up.
it's gonna be like Westworld, man. She's trying to have her own, design fuck toy.
Absolutely. So yeah, she knew what was up. Absolutely, she was feeling it. She was doing just what she wanted. And then Cha-Cha takes Hazel to the middle of nowhere to put him down, but in the end, she just couldn't do it. What's up, fandom? Did you think she was really going to kill him out there?
Hell no.
Like, you can't take my man down like that. Not Hazel. And then back at the house, Luther's tearing it up, like looking for the reports he sent his father from the moon. And he feels there must be a clue in there, and that's why his father sent him. But to his dismay, his father never even opened the packages, which means he spent 4 years up there all by himself for no reason whatsoever. How devastated would you be on that, AK?
Son.
Oh.
Just I don't even have words for that. Like, Luther already has a complex of he's number one, he's in charge of the team, he's supposed to be taking care of the family, and the family is gone. You're the only one still there trying to win dad's approval and go on these missions. And look what happened. He nearly got you killed, and then he gave you your freaking mutant looking body and then sent you to fuck off in the cold loneliness of space on the moon for 4 years.
The worst.
Like, what Hargreaves is like the ultimate villain in this whole story to me, because oh my god, I can't even fathom that. It's like Luther said, it's the loneliness that gets you, not having other human contact. That's one of the worst punishments you can ever give to a human being. That's why in the prison system, solitary confinement is so bad. No one wants to have to deal with that.
Absolutely.
It's horrible.
It goes back to I think it was like the first episode where Diego was like, he just sent you to the moon because he wanted to be like the side of you.
Yeah.
Going back, I'm like, oh, maybe that could have been it.
That's exactly what it was. Diego called that shit right.
Absolutely. Incredible, unbelievable. Or was it's just easier, or like it's thinner up there, and maybe he needed that for his big torso body, for his heart to be able to breathe and sink in with his body. So maybe it was a medical thing. Who knows?
Nah. You giving him way too many benefits of the doubt there.
Right. Well, going through the things, Allison finds the necklace that Luther had given her, and then we get the flashback of the two of them younger and see when he actually did give it to her. And we're also reminded of what a strict asshat Hargreaves was. But I don't know, was he right to split those two up before it went any further, fandom?
They split who up?
Allison and Luther when they were kids, when he walked in on them when they were getting ready to dance.
Yeah, see, this is the same thing I asked myself in the first episode to you guys. It's like, is it illegal or not?
They are not blood related.
But again, we're on the same day, not for the same moms, but there's some type of exactly conception there type thing. Like, who's the father and all of this?
So let's say it's alien tech.
Okay, it's alien tech, then no.
It's
no,
just
no.
one alien that did that.
No.
It could have been how some whole species of people that needed to make babies, maybe their population is threatened, and they did this thing, and 43 women ended up pregnant.
Oh, I love my.
But something had to have happened in the background because nobody came to pick them kids the fuck up. So that doesn't fit that they would all have the same, like, one person parent. Shit's too weird for that to happen. And that seems like too easy of a cop out to write.
That sense I approve.
Yep, I hope they answer it. What's up, J. Cruz? I see you out there, and it is still weird. I love it. Yeah, it is weird. I mean, your brothers
actually
the same thing. It's almost
unless they're doing something in season 3, DJ, that's one of those ones y'all cannot put a pin in.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Yeah, we never find out.
But poor Claus, the depths he has to resort to, like to keep himself like sober, is just brutal. I mean, really, how's a man supposed to pee? And of course, that's how they end that scene. I was like, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, what's he gonna do? Yeah, I was glad they touched on that. That was fantastic. And it looks like Vanya's already head over heels in love with Leo. Like someone she thinks likes her just for being herself. And I don't know what's gonna happen, fandom, when she finds out that's not exactly true.
Of course, it's not true. and it's gonna be hell on earth.
It's coming.
We already see what happens when she gets in her feelings, so that's going to be exciting. And then back at the commission, Fi's having lunch with the handler, and she is keeping all eyes on him. Like, she made him take the candy, and then later he asked for another one to go. Like, he just told us he hates desserts. So did he really like the candy that much when he ate it, or is he going to have a special use for that later, Phantom?
One, it was just weird seeing how she was just like eating it. And even at one point, I'm just like, imagine someone offered me like a free meal, but connotation is like they have to like watch me eat it. Like
Yeah,
I'll
they
still be
can't.
weird. Exactly. So it's like, grab for the free food, but it's still weird for you just to watch me slowly eat everything. But the candies, I don't know. I'm just guessing just the candies is candy.
You know, that whole thing reminded me of that scene in Pirates of the Caribbean when
Oh yeah,
Barbossa was making Elizabeth like eat all the food. He's like, "Here, try this apple. Here, try this steak. Try this. Try that. How's it taste?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, ma'am, can you calm the hell down about your freaking candy that sums up the whole decade of the 50s? Shut up."
Oh, that was crazy.
She's creepy as fuck, man.
She is, but I was just wondering. He said he didn't like dessert. Why did he want to take another one to go? What was that all about? Or did he really just like the reminder of something tasting like a decade? That was kind of.
I think he was just playing it up. He has his own agenda. We've already seen that, so he's trying to keep things kosher and amicable.
And then Luther finally comes to the realization that he is no leader, but at least he finally gets his feast with Allison and sees her wearing his necklace. Like, are these two actually going to hook up at some point, Phantom?
Oh, I wish so. Because if not, what's the point of all this?
Where were they always going with it? And is Cha-Cha going to face repercussions for not fulfilling her duty? What do you think? I mean, what was that all about, AK? Like, took him out to the woods and then let him live?
I mean, that's her partner, man. It's seriously, if you look at their relationship the two of them have, it's like the time traveling discount bad boys. You're not gonna kill your partner. And again, Cha-Cha is about her game. She's about getting that money and following the rules and doing what she need to do. But that's her partner, though. Like, she has genuine affection for Hazel and vice versa. I mean, yeah, they argue a lot. That's what fucking siblings do,
Yep, absolutely. That's what partners do. And then Claus is tripping. Like, he wants drugs, not now, but right now. And Diego's tripping because he sees, like, his mom is back up and walking around. And she acts like the last thing she remembered is from weeks ago. But is that just because creepy-ass monkey was staring her down, Phantom? Like, what are they hiding?
Mojo, at it again.
Y'all will stop disrespecting my man's pogo, okay? Don't you compare him to fucking Mojo Jojo.
I don't trust that monkey. I don't trust him.
Y'all gonna owe me a big motherfucking apology. I'm just saying, okay? Stop disrespecting my guy. Put some respect on his name.
Don't be lurking around walls and inside, like, secret doors.
He has a job to do.
Oh, man. Allison and Luther finally get their dance. And I don't know. What did we think of that dance scene, AK?
It was cute. It was cute, Like, for anybody that's watching later that doesn't know me from the Game of Thrones fandom, I do write fan fiction, and the first fandom that I actually started writing in was Glee. So I'm a freaking sucker for musicals, and this type of shit happens in musicals all the time. It's a well-known, well-trotted trope, and I just really love the cuteness and the connection of it. Like, yeah, Allison's worried about her daughter. Yeah, she's about to leave town. The world is about to end. But let's get this one last dance in, and let's have a couple more moments of happiness before we have to go fuck off and die in a couple days. I was here for it. It was cheesy as fuck, but I was here for it.
And what do we think of that kiss, Phantom?
Loved it. And then near the end of the episode, I'm like, wow, number 5, just wow, cock blocker.
Take it all away.
We went through all that good shit, and then here comes 5 time traveling ass. The motherfucking mini Doctor Who over here.
The day that never happened.
Fucking shit up.
And then Allison then says, if we leave now, we can still make the flight. And let's keep it real. Can you imagine being the poor bastard having to sit next to that man? Talking about, I got the middle seat. Hell no. I'm not trying to sit next to that beast. Oh, it'd be a miserable flight all the way from London to America. That's all I could think of. And then they said they know 5 is up to something, so the new assignment is to protect Harold Jenkins. And do we have any guesses on who the hell Harold Jenkins is?
Hell no. I think it's like the first time ever they even mentioned that name.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm like, who is this man, and where did he pop up from nowhere? Like, yeah, we have nothing on this guy.
To answer honestly, I do remember that being a big point that I put a whole lot of tinfoil into. And when it happened, I was like, yeah, I patted myself on the back for that shit. That's all.
Unless freaking, what's his name, Leonard or whatever his guy name is, that's his real name.
There you go. Yeah,
maybe if they actually look that name up, boom, that's his face. That's the only thing I could see. Maybe.
Or what if they do a really big switch? All we know is 5 is by number 5. What if we find out number 5 is Harold Jenkins?
No. I'm gonna just spoil that shit for you right now. No. Get that tinfoil out your head. That ain't the right type of tinfoil.
That would have been crazy though.
Oh, absolutely love the music in this show, man. I don't know if you heard, but yeah, that last theme song.
Yo, their freaking soundtrack is on point. This is like one of the best superhero soundtracks, alongside of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. This shit is epic.
Yeah, that's totally. And then 5 sends out messages for Hazel and Cha-Cha to take each other out and then destroys the commission. And then he returns to the house to reiterate that it is indeed the Umbrella Academy that's going to save the day and save the world. And then also out and about, Diego takes his mom for a walk, and she appreciates it so much she actually comes clean that her and Pogo have been lying to them. Told you I didn't trust that monkey.
Mojo Jojo scheming.
All you know is they've been lying. You don't know about what, and you don't know why.
You literally have them literally living under a freaking lying, disrespecting father. Why would y'all want to lie to these damn kids even more now?
You know what? I am going to say, fandom, I am owed an apology. Okay? Stop.
Well, until then, until I get to that episode.
I already have that written down on a sticky note. Bring fandom's ass on camera when he sees he can stop fucking with Pogo.
Oh man. Back at date night, Vanya starts to learn the truth about her new boyfriend, and it looks like their meeting wasn't exactly a coincidence, so it's about to go down with these two. And then Klaus finally got sober enough to reconnect with Dave, and if he could do that, will he now be able to talk with his dad, do you think, fandom?
He should be able to. By that. Even then, I'm curious, even though he time traveled back to 1968, is there some wiggle room where he could still communicate with the dead from the future or so? That would be something.
Yeah, we need to know. And it seems like 5 took the case and he rewound the entire day. Does this mean Klaus is going to have to detox all over again, AK?
Yes. Because and I only say that because of how they presented it. Everything we saw happened, but it's not like Endgame. Those events don't hold to the timeline with the second snap. This how their time traveling works for Klaus in this moment. Not Klaus. I'm sorry. Number 5. He went back to the exact moment he needed to go back to, so that erased all of that.
Does that mean that Luther never really got his dance or his kiss?
Hell no.
Yeah, it does. Because we saw every last bit of that rewind. It's like in WandaVision when she was doing the rewinds. That shit didn't happen anymore. She erased it. That's what happened here.
So brutal. So brutal.
It sucks. It does suck.
Last but not least, like my man said, who the hell is Harold Jenkins?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not Leroy. Oh, no. We're trying to look for Harold.
Nah. This Leroy's bitch-ass discount cousin.
Oh man, absolutely fantastic. And I don't know, you're just loving it, fandom. Like you said, isn't it just getting harder and harder not to peep that next episode?
It is, especially after 5 and 6. It truly is. But my question is this, right? If freaking Hansel is able to have his missions and not he's supposed to kill 2 people or 1 person, whatever, and then he lets them go, doesn't that disrupt the timeline still? Since the commission had the order.
They know that's going to happen, and they put him there for him to let them go. Yeah, that is kind of a weird.
No, I do have a theory on that. I think that the people he let go were never actually the targets. Like, they may possibly have witnessed it, but he didn't feel that they needed to die because of that. And those people, if you weren't sent after a specific person, whoever else might be around that person when they got is inconsequential. So if he was going after whoever that was running off from the scene because they saw what happened to the person they were charged to kill, I don't think it matters that they ran.
Yeah.
They might say something or report something, but there's no way for them to really prove whatever that person is saying. They could be just called crazy that two random assassins with doll and dog masks on their head came and killed someone.
Right. Oh man, I know it's getting late. We got to get Fandom out here to work. So we're gonna knock out this trivia real quick. Anybody that wants to go, want to thank everybody for coming by. Definitely gonna be right back into it next Tuesday night. But here we are, gonna end it up with this little bit of trivia. If you know the answers, put it in the box, or if you're watching later, put it in the comments down below. Question number 1: what year was the flashback to Vietnam?
1968.
Boom! Right out of the gate, we're knocking it out. What time was it when Luther gathered his siblings to tell him the world is ending in 3 days?
8 a.m.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I don't remember the clock.
Oh, boom. There you go. If you know that answer, write it down below. Question number 3. What day was the meeting held on?
3 days before the apocalypse?
Yeah, it was 3 days before the apocalypse, but I don't remember what the day marker was, though. I want to say Monday, but I don't think that's right.
That is incorrect. Write the answers down below if you know it. What day was the meeting held? Question number 4. Hazel and Cha-Cha had an argument. So Hazel left the room saying he needed what?
Some food?
That is incorrect. Hazel and Cha-Cha had an argument. So Hazel left the hotel room saying he needed what?
Don't know that one.
Get that one right down below. What year did Five and the Handler flash back to their HQ? And they went back to their HQ. What year was it?
1955.
Yeah.
Boom! My man is right on top of it. Well done.
His contract was for 5 years after that. Yeah,
absolutely.
That links up.
What was Five's case manager's name?
Hold on.
Damn it.
No, I know I have that one written down. I just need to freaking find it on my list.
I got all these notes.
Yeah, you fucking right. I got it in the damn notes. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, 5 years. Close to that. Nope. 1 year. I'm sorry. I have like 20 minutes with this shit on.
We'll give her a chance to answer that. What was Five's case manager's name when she gets to it? Going on to the next one for everybody else. What year did... Oh, I almost gave it away. What year did Five's case managers flag Five's appearance?
2016.
Incorrect.
And her name was Dot.
Ah, there you go. She found it.
Told you I had that shit.
Now we come back. What year did Dot flag Five's appearance in their Matrix?
Was it 2016?
That is incorrect.
Okay. I remember that wrong then.
Everybody else, what year did
Maybe
Dot
2015. Flag? I know it was 20-something. Oh, what? 2019.
Boom. There she is. Welcome back. AK on it, taking some notes. And the notes are coming through this time. Well done. Who did the handlers say decided against sabotaging the fuel tank? This is a deep dive right here.
Sabotaging the fuel tank. Yeah, I don't even remember that conversation.
It's right at the end of the.
Yeah, I know, and I know it's a big name in history.
Who did the handler say decided against sabotaging the fuel tank? And moving on, Five tried to send a tube himself with a name to be terminated. What was the name?
Harold Jenkins?
That is incorrect. Five tried to send a tube himself with a name to be terminated. What was the name?
Oh, that's right. There was another damn name.
Yeah,
I didn't think to write that down. It crossed my mind for a hot sec, but I was like, I can let that one go.
Who was the man in the desk next to Five working on Lithuania?
Oh, the little short guy. God damn it.
Who was the man in the desk next to Five working on Lithuania?
I know that this is not the first time. This is not the last time we'll see him. I do remember that. And it was actually his job to figure out the problem that 5 solved.
Absolutely, you know everything about it but his
Yeah,
name.
except his fucking name.
Who did the handler ask to have a word with before they went to lunch? Who did the handler ask to have a word with before they went to lunch?
Let's see. Before they went to lunch. No, that was after desserts.
Who did the handler ask to have a word with before they went to lunch? And then moving down on.
Yeah, that wasn't Gloria. Damn it. Yeah, don't remember that one.
Who did the handler say was having second thoughts about the printing press?
Oh, that was another big name in history.
Who
I do remember that. I remember there were famous names, but I don't remember those names.
did the handler say was having second thoughts about the printing press?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
the deep
That down.
dive.
I got a few notes on the handler, but names weren't it.
What did Hargraves say fun and games were restricted to?
The hours of
Actually,
12
when I
and
should say.
between the hours of 12 and 12:30.
On a Saturday.
Yeah.
There he is on a Saturday. Hargraves said fun and games were restricted to Saturday.
Like a freaking half hour in a 7-day week, for fuck's sake.
And you already answered the second one. How much time did Hargraves give the kids for fun and games? A half hour. Just ruthless between noon and half past noon on Saturdays.
Yep.
What an asshat. What was the name of the mountain where Claus and Dave soldiered? What was the name of the mountain where Claus and Dave soldiered?
I can tell you the main valley where they fought, but I didn't catch the mountain name.
I did not ask that valley because I knew it was too obvious. They kept bringing it up. So
Damnation.
I never put that one out. I knew you'd have that one.
I know. I knew I should have fucking wrote that shit down.
Oh, if you know it, write it down below. What was the name of the mountain where Claus and Dave soldiered? Moving on. Who did authorities suspect bent the lamppost in Midtown? Who were the authorities blaming and suspected bent the lamppost in Midtown?
Oh, I was too deep in my groove handling contracts at my job when that part came up. Like I heard it, I was listening at work. I heard it, but I didn't think to retain it.
Absolutely. If you know, write down below. What time did the news say they'd have full details on the damage done in Midtown?
Midday.
That is incorrect.
Yep.
What time did the news say they'd have full details on the damage done down in Midtown?
What was it for the evening news? But I don't remember the exact time. Yeah.
Oh, bada boom, bada bing. Who decided the Archduke just had to go? The handler said this person decided the Archduke just had to go.
Wasn't it like whoever she answers to?
You know that answer, put it in the box or down below. I know I tried to put some easy ones and I had some deep cuts. That was definitely.
Yeah, them little tiny blurbs.
Yep.
That's what I'm fine tuning towards in my notes.
What did 5 eat in the apocalypse that put them off desserts?
Twinkies.
A bad Twinkie. Good job. What did the dessert 5 ate taste like?
1950s.
There she is. What did the handler tell 5 was America's favorite in 1955?
America's favorite. I thought she said it was the candy specifically from 1952. It starts with an M. Damn it. Let me find it. I know I wrote that down.
Look at you. Right down to something here. What did the handler tell 5 was America's favorite in 1955?
Hold on. Sorry. I'm going through my 20 freaking Post-its. And I wrote very small, so I have to read each one slowly.
And I got to come back because Jake Cruz did nail the time. Good job. That's exactly what time they said they'd have full details on. You can almost guess that one because that's kind of where it is across the nation. That's funny. What did the
fudge mutt candy?
The fudge mutt. There you go. She nailed it. Good job. Like I'm going to use these damn notes.
Mm-hmm.
The handler tell 5 was America's favorite in 1955. Absolutely, it was the fudge mutt, whatever the hell that is. Oh, that's awesome. The dessert 5-8 tastes like the 1950s. Absolutely correct. 2 more to go. What was the tube operator's name? What was
Gloria.
Oh man, knocking it out. She's just crushing it. About 50-50 today. Not too shabby. We're gonna end it on this one. Who did 5 say needed to die on his first desk assignment?
Shit. I know the second one was Harold. Yeah, I know I remember it had to do with the blimp. I don't think I wrote that one down though.
Oh, you just said it. It ain't Leroy.
What? Harold? Oh, okay. I did write that. I thought there was someone else that.
Like you just said Harold. I'm like, she just said it. Who did Five say?
No, I thought it was the guy with the blimp.
Absolutely, Harold Jenkins.
All right,
Nope,
Harold
Blimp
Jenkins.
was another one. Absolutely. That's going to do it for us. We're going to let Fandom get out of here. It's been an absolutely fucking fantastic ride so far. I can't wait to get into the next two. I want to thank my two co-hosts for coming down this rabbit hole with me. It has been a blast, and I can't wait to get to the next two. I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. Until next Tuesday, you guys be easy.
Peace.